Okay. Hello everyone, this is Ayaz, and today we'll be looking at the recent news of crypto, as well as I'm going to tell you something really soon about an event, a very exciting event, which will help you trade flawlessly for today, at least for today. Okay, for some guidance, I would like to tell you guys that this event would be having a lot of bonuses, which I'll discuss further later into the video. But we can see that for now, as I was streaming yesterday, I had noticed that once I closed my final trade, I had made a profit of $8. I mean, for an instance, I would like to say that I have an ambition for now. I'd like to make at least $1,000 by this month, hopefully. And small drops make an ocean. So small contribution can make something work as long as you are thinking rationally as well as maintaining that trade like every day or so. Okay, and don't forget to look at your losses as well, just to be safe. So for today, let's just begin with some news which I'll just let you guys know. This is regarding the recent changes which have been coming into the crypto market recently. So, okay, it's just the latest news which I can say for now. And yeah, 4 minutes ago, Binance has suspended Ontology Network, basically blockchains like Ontology, Ethereum, Solana. Solana is really famous right now, right? So, guys, this is something, which will impact economic standing and stability. So, recently, just recently, as we can see, the news is saying that, yeah, let me just open the chart a bit better here. So, this is 4 minutes ago. Uh, S&P 500 is projected to rise by 12% by 2026. And what does it show? That according to Blockbeats, obviously, they have conducted a survey among routers of the stock market strategists. I'm not a strategist, but I'm trying to become one and advise you in a way that you can have minimal losses and try to make onboarding profit, right? We can't just see that you get profits overnight. It doesn't happen like that. You get losses someday, you get profits someday. So as I was saying, guys, I have made an order yesterday, right? Yeah. So while I did lose some minimal amount of USDT, I did in fact gain about $8 into my account. So that works well. So again, we'll try to analyze our last position, which we had. Wait, let me just turn it back to a day so that Yeah. So today is 11th and right, 13, a bit more, 26. Okay. Wait. Okay, this now I need the minutes as well because actually I'll just put it up to hours so that because I had analyzed for like about 2 hours and then made a trade, right? So accordingly, I set up a proper, you know, profitable trade, like a bit profitable trade. So guys, yeah, as I was saying regarding the S&P 500 projected by, the strategists. So according to Blockbeats, okay, which is like famous, or you can say a group of people who analyze stuff. Among the 14 people who have answered additional questions, 8 believe that there's significant chance in a pullback in S&P over the next 3 months. So during the pullback, everyone can start, looking into this further. So what I can say is, among the other news which I've been reading, yeah, the most impactful one, as I can say, is basically, yeah, the crypto market trends right now, according to coin market cap, okay, global currency market cap is now at $3 trillion. So you can see how much money is being flowed into different constitutions, people, big whales, and people like us. who try to make a living. Anyways, that's just for fun. So yeah, now we should get back on track. Yesterday's analysis was, I think it was somewhat up to a mark, but I'd like to focus more on today because as I had predicted yesterday that Bitcoin will soar, okay, just after a bit. So I had made a trade in which I invested at when it was 87,360 or something related to that. But the outcome which I was expecting by when the market closes or the trade closes was at 87,600. Okay. So something's fluctuated after I closed my live stream, and we could see that I got a bit of loss, but on the open long section, I got a proper trade. So now let's go back to all the positions we have. Okay, you can see. Anyways, now let's try and place a trade. But today I'll look more into something like Sui because, yeah, let me just tell you why I'm looking at Sui right now. So basically, Sui is a low latency, high throughput layer one chain. What it basically means is on a very microscopic level, like as in terms of time, uh, this amount is constantly fluctuating over the amount. The market cap is still low. It is at 5.63 billion US dollars, which is, if you look at the whales, this looks like a small yacht. Anyways, the fully diluted market cap is about 15.3 billion. Okay, and the market to volume to market ratio cap over the 24 hours is just 16%. Means we still can get into this because the saturity right now, because this market isn't that saturated, we can get into it. And as well as the total supply is about 10 billion Sui, yeah, and max supply is unlimited because on Sui basically what's happening right now is Sui is working with other blockchains and trying to have a middle ground. I'll just let you guys know about that. Yeah. While we are at it, let's just see the all-time high and all-time low. As you can see, it was at 5.35 on 1st January. I mean, 5th January, my bad. Okay, so 5th January it was about $5, and right now it is at 1.53. And let me just check at the chart so I'll get to know the basic overview of how it has been maintaining over the few days or 7 days. We should at least look at past 24 hours for an instance, and to be safe, we should also look into the fact that, yeah, I was just checking if I can really hear my voice. Yeah, don't mind me, guys. Okay, so we're just gonna look into this for a day. All right. Okay, so it did reach its peak within August, and it's somewhat looking at a phase where I can analyze it just a minute. Okay, we're looking at it days right now. Let's make it 2 minutes. Okay, over the past few minutes. Okay, so now it's like 11:18. By 15, it was all-time low. Yeah, just when I started my trade, or like just when I started my live streaming. Yeah. So as you guys can see, exactly at 12 a.m. if I'm not wrong. Yeah, 12:14 a.m. or like back in midnight. Yeah, it was about Zoom. Let me just go back. Okay, near 12 a.m. Yeah, it was at its lowest. I misclicked, guys. Don't worry about that. We're just gonna see. Yeah, it was at 1.512. Okay, and right now it is rised above. It's 200 decimal points above, like 5,316. Yeah, it's about that. So as you can see, it was at 5152, 1.5152, and now it's right now it's at 5314 and going below. So let me just grab onto the market while I can, while I still can, and let me just refresh this just to be safe. It's automatically going to take me to the latest time section or timestamp. So as you can see, the candles are looking great. I can still see that for a while it has been making a bit low and it has gone slowest within 1432. Okay, all right, let's get it ready right now. Let's take about Insui. Yeah, and yeah, I always try to keep stop loss and take profit because I'm looking at different coins. Like I'll try to analyze different coins today. I'm trying to really make my portfolio look good enough, not just look good enough, profitable enough in the short term as well as long term. For long term, I always say Bitcoin is good, but Solana has been growing for the past few days. Just after I place this order, while it's still in within the range, I'll try to create. Okay, oh my bad. I need to look according to this. So it's 1 point. Okay, take profit at 1 point. Let's just say 5. I'm thinking it'll reach back to 400. Yeah, and let's just okay. Let's just buy about 20 sweet. Okay, and when it's at 400, I'll take the profit, and when it's at 1.5, and right now it's 276, so I'll just make it 200 just to be fair enough, and open now. Whoa, it just reached its capacity. Okay, wait, I'm just waiting for the price to change. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, why didn't it open? Wait, let me just check into the transaction history. Order was created, positions entered. Let me just open along again. Okay, how about this? Trigger price. Okay, let it be at that. Actually, we are seeing that it's increasing over time. So let's just make it and let's do this into 50C. Okay. Open. Stop loss at 5. The last rate is 1.5. Okay. No, this doesn't look like a good trade for now. You just hold on, guys. I'm trying to analyze what price could it be within a few hours. That's why I'm looking at the long game rather than the short game. But this coin is fluctuating at a very high pace. So let's just go with not stop loss, okay? We're just gonna go with the 5311. Yeah, 5311 sounds great. 50 sui. Okay. Let's just wait for a while. I need the price to go down a bit. So that once I open the trade, I can see that at least I bought it when it's in the red candle. Okay, yeah, go down more, more. Just forward, please. 300. Okay, quick, go down again. Okay. The last few trade books show that okay, they are selling. Okay, they're selling a lot. The people are buying a lot. 64% of people are buying right now in the current open trade section, the order book, right? So as you guys can see, we can get a lot of information just by scrolling a bit, as well as waiting for the price to go lower. And yeah, price. Okay, due to regulatory environments in the euro region. I had made a trade yesterday. Let me just see if it supports just Bitcoin for now. So yeah, so 87,743 US dollars we're trying to get about six point 005 3 1 yeah mm, 0 1 yeah about $8 worth of Bitcoin just as soon as someone 741 okay. Unrealized potential. Okay, stop loss now. Okay, 87,800. 87,700. No, actually 900 and 87,500. If it blocks down, we can still hop right up because lower. Okay, I have to make a lower. And keep it as close as possible. 755 must be 700, 755. Either way, then I still have some problems. Must be no less than the order interval. Okay. Trigger price. Okay. USDT. Okay. 87,745. Okay, right now it's 700. Let me get. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Why hasn't it allowed me? Okay, fine. More. I want to see what actually went wrong with my account. Okay. Now you can see all of the new listings within spot and futures. So IRYS is available. Let's say Adel, Saros, and there are many other coins. 6-7 coin, L67 coin. Okay, yeah. Regarding this, I would also like to mention that people, yeah, I think YouTube is kind of making an issue. Current resolution is not supported. Okay. Okay, anyways, the camera is working fine. I thought it was having an issue. Yeah. Back to where I was at. Yeah. Let's go back into futures and not back into the future. It's more like going back to our trade. So start because we can always try and make profit of others as well. So this is where things change. His 30-day win rate is around 94%. I would rather with this guy and his lead orders. Okay, so I have to follow this guy. Great. Okay, let's read this agreement carefully. Okay. Grant the service, just in time. Okay. Okay. Let's just read this for a while so that I don't get in trouble. Okay. Okay. I'd rather not copy others. Rather than that, I'll do my own. It goes again. To limit. This one should be one price as well. And try and lower the losses. Okay, price at 87, 690. 690 is just one in the book. Wait, let me just open it. People are buying, people are selling. 619. Okay, let's increase now. Okay, contract unit Bitcoin, cost value. Okay, and nominal value, which is the market value of underlying asset. Opening cost changes with leverage. Just keep it at amount. And yeah, 89,000. 5. No, we're looking at greater. I think we'll be making at least $3 off worth it right now. And we'll look into how we can stop the losses. And things are looking pretty, you know, low right now. I don't know why, but yeah. Okay. The analytics do show that there's a viewer. Hopefully people join in and I can't seem to wait. So for the fact that we need to, really know our live streamers, we would also like to know that how trading actually works. So let's just type in a few stuff. And guys, there's also been a recent change in the market, as I can say, yeah, 28 minutes ago there was a last, yeah, significant Ethereum transfer. Okay, right now, just a few minutes ago, Ethereum has been, according to Chain Catcher, which is basically the online ledger where you can see multiple different transactions, not just of a certain currency like Bitcoin or that, but rather than that, we can see it for multiple different places. So according to them, uh, they have just revealed 1504, so just like a few minutes ago, that Ethereum, which was valued at 5,000 to 12, okay, valued at approximately $14.7 million, was transferred from one anonymous address beginning with a certain mix of letters and digits. So this was transferred to another account, and which overall affected the value of Ethereum, increasing it from 0.91%. Basically, almost 1% of Ethereum was increased just by one whale or one anonymous investor, really taking it up a notch and moving $14.7 million into another account. Moving money actually fluctuates the price a bit, but it was still like a mini yacht in front of the big whales and the big yachts and cruises. We can still see that some news, like for now, I can say that Ethereum, which was valued at wait, according to the Ethereum price at that time, 2,943.76, and now it's currently at 2,942, meaning that it had 943 and 5. Yeah, you can see over the past few hours, it has increased by an exact almost 1%. And the total market cap hasn't changed yet, and we can see that the volume over the past 24 hours, about 7.90 million coins have been transferred, and the overall volume of the dollars which have been moved through Ethereum were 23 million. I know it kind of seems boring, but we'll still say you all of the facts and stuff. So now back to the trade. I want to make a profit at 800 and stop losses at 87,680, no, 80, 70, because I feel like it'll drop a bit. Moving why am I unable to make an order? Yeah, let's go back to YouTube for a bit. Okay, let's see if there's any issue which might be causing this. It's almost been half an hour with the stream, and I'll be back with you guys once I figure out a way to fix this issue. I think it's something with the site, but for now let's go to the site and see what's the current market going on there. So we'll go to we're just going to bring this here. And as you guys can see, over all of the networks right now, which we can see, there's a large amount of circulation being found. Just by this amount, we can see that over time, even coin market's own coin had been circulating a lot, about 28,900, 940,000, something like that. And we can see that Bitcoin over the whole issue, yeah, the overall supply, look, yeah, as I was saying, 95.2% has been circulated right now, which has been increased about 18%, like 0.18%. What I feel is over the past few months, the Bitcoin's original percentage, which was about 95%, has increased by a minimal of 0.02%. And you can see that people have been, really been affected by the greed because of the extreme fear. And let's analyze this pretty well. Okay, so as I was saying yesterday about the fear and greed index chart, we can see that yesterday's historical values has been about 15, and last week it was about 16, and last month it was about 36. Okay, so we are in 1 year. Okay, yeah. For the last week, we're trying to analyze right here. It's currently at 15, so last week we'll just take it about. Okay. Yeah, back here. I feel like the greed index and the fear index, right? It's kind of correlated. If you try and flip the two gradings, which we can see, the one with the orange and yellow and green gradient line, whereas on the other hand, you can see that the Bitcoin volume over the year had been changing significantly. The volume is constantly changing. You guys can see, right? Yeah. And now we'll go back over here. So near neutral, there was only one point of time which was about 1311, which is like about 13 days before. The greed index was at CMC, means like crypto fear management, and greed index was at 25. And right now it is at 15, so it has significantly dropped down a bit due to the fact that a few amendments were done, which I was talking yesterday, right? I am going to really look into it right now and launch it to you guys that what had been the main issue or the breaking news which was affecting Bitcoin. Yeah. Yeah. So if you guys can hear me well, okay. This is not me. This is by the US government. Just hear out my thoughts. The US government efficiency department disbanded under Trump's administration. Changes in the constitution usually doesn't wasn't supposed to affect crypto as a whole, but due to the fact that there was a middle ground made when we had tether, which is $1 equals one tether, right? The fact that we made a middle ground just to make things easier for us to for purchase and for keeping it with balance, while trying to make balance as in balance in the economy of Bitcoin and crypto. When we made that tether, right? Not we, like the tether was introduced. So according to that, we can say that Doge, established by the US President Donald Trump, has tried to reduce the size of the government, had been discarded. The Department of Government Efficiency, which is Doge, okay, not the Dogecoin which we guys trade, okay, had been discarded or disbanded by the U.S. Professional Management Cooper, confirmed by the department's dissolution. It's stating it simply does not exist. An executive order signed by Trump indicated that the department was supposed to be operating until 2026 July. Previously, Foresight News reported that Elon Musk, in an interview with Joe Rogan, expressed concern about Doge posing a threat to bureaucratic institutions. Musk noted before Doge, the power of elected officials was very small compared to bureaucratic institutions. So Doge did pose a threat according to Elon Musk. Okay, it's all about Doge, the coin. Okay, so now we're going to go and see what's the current hype about. Okay, we'll try to filter news regarding XRP because I feel like it has really been into the changes which was supposed to come. So we are going to XRP in the futures. XRP. Okay, let's create it. Okay. No, I want about 10 XRP. Okay. 10 XRP coins valued at 2.19, and I need to open. Okay, guys, I'll be right back within a few minutes. It has some issues. I think so. It's with the site, or maybe I'll try to look into it. And don't worry, I'll be right back.